All right, folks, well, let's get things started, man. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate y'all hanging out with your boy JD. We are live on various platforms. At least I think we are. It's been a minute since I streamed last, and there is all kinds of stuff going on. So I apologize for any technical difficulties you may experience today. So let's just go down the list. Starting with Kick. Now it's offline. Stream has started. Now it's healthy. No idea why. I hit the refresh button now. Now it's healthy. It was telling me everything was wrong. It wasn't working right. No clue what the heck was going on there. Head over to Twitch. Nothing's playing there at all. Not exactly sure why that is. Let me see. Hitting up on Beam, Twitch. Yeah, I'm not certain why that's not working. That's strange because everything seems to be at like the settings are right over here. You know, 8500 kilobits, 1920, 1080. And Twitch is basically giving me the middle finger saying, hey, no, that's not going to work. So I'm not exactly certain as to why that's not working. So we're going to try to go live again with that to see what happens there. And apparently, although it says I'm live, I can't see anything. So I'm assuming we're not live on Twitch. It is what it is. YouTube, on the other hand, folks, is over here like Augie Martinez. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you hanging out with your boy JD, man. We're gonna go ahead and just get straight into it because obviously I'm sure you guys already know what's happening, hence the title of the stream, or at least on those other platforms is what's up. But on YouTube, gamers are furious. They're upset, including myself. I mean, it is what it is. But my goodness, folks, we have to talk about the Steam machine. So a lot of you, we knew this was going to come out eventually. We knew that the price was going to have to come out eventually. We knew that everything is being held out because of, you know, AI and RAM chips and just component storage. All these things are just insane in terms of how much they cost individually, especially when it comes to us consumers. You and I, you know, the normal folk, the folks that go to work every single day, 9 to 5 or even longer than that. And, you know, we come home, we just want to relax and chill and just have a piece of hardware that you can just call your own. You don't have to, like, you know, pay a subscription for it or whatever. You just want it to be something that that's yours and you want to enjoy it. Well, Valve has just announced that you can pre-order the Valve Steam machine if you like, but that thing is expensive. So let's just go ahead and talk about this right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are interested in getting yourself a Steam machine, that's gonna run you a low price of $1,049. I looked at this today. I was like, whoa, bro, wow. It's like that, like, yep. And the thing about this is that's not surprising. Is it disappointing? Yeah. Could we have, you know, dropped a couple $100? Sure. But this is not surprising by any sense of the imagination, especially after Valve increased the price of the Steam machine. No, Steam machine. The Steam Deck. After they rose the price, they jacked the price up on the Steam Deck. It was just bad news from there. It's like, well, if the Steam Deck is up damn near $900, you best believe the Steam machine's gonna be the same, if not more. And ladies and gentlemen, here we are now. Ladies and gentlemen, what does 1049 get you? 1049 gets you a 6-core 12-thread Zen 4 processor. It gets you a RDNA 3 GPU with 28 compute units. It gets you 16 gigs of DDR5 with 8 gigs of GDDR6 VRAM. My lord. Well, we gotta continue. So it comes with 512 gigs of NVMe SSD. It does come with a micro SD slot, just in case you have those little things you want to put in there and do what you got to do. It comes with Wi-Fi 6E. They couldn't put Wi-Fi 7 in there for future proofing. They put in Bluetooth 5.3 and a gigabit Ethernet, which is not the worst thing in the world. A 1 gigabit Ethernet is okay. People are like saying, why couldn't they put a 2.5 in there? You know, like those things are starting to come down in price. And although a lot of people, they don't have gigabit speeds, like I don't have gigabit speeds one day, but today's not the day. Like, you can still transfer to and from devices in your home. For those of you who don't know, if you have Steam and you have multiple devices that have the Steam client installed, you can transfer game files from one client to the next. So let's say, for example, I have one Windows computer here, there's another Windows computer in the room, they're both connected to the same network, they both use Steam. Instead of having to go up to the internet to re-download a game, a massive one, let's say Forza Horizon 6, that's like 159 gigabytes. Instead of having to rely on the internet, I can just transfer it between two computers, and they'll max out at 1 gigabit per second. Would have been cool to be 2.5, but is what it is. Can't complain too much about it. Might as well burn your money. I'm saying, my God, might as well burn your money. My goodness. And this is not even the worst part. It keeps getting worse the more you go through this. Absolutely. Let's see. Internet speeds mean nothing unless you upgrade your home network to fiber. Exactly. You can't even get the best of the fiber if your network can't support it. You can have the modem sitting and chilling, but if your network, you're capped at the 1, or let's say, for example, I have a server in there that's capped at 1 gigabit per second, it doesn't matter. So you have to upgrade everything in your house. So that's a good point right there. Let me see, make sure I don't lose track here. Shout out to everybody hanging out and chilling, by the way. Thank you so much. Let's see, everything's on YouTube, which is good. Shout out to y'all. YouTube seems to be the only platform that everything's just working properly, while Kick is acted up. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I don't even care. Twitch, that's not working right. I don't even care. I just don't even care anymore. We're just gonna keep it going. I don't know, but shout outs to Beam and shout outs to YouTube. Those are the only two platforms that seem to just work. But yeah, man, integrated Steam controller wireless adapter. So we're talking about the little puck that's just, it's in there. I don't know if it's actually a puck physically inside. I didn't see like the internals, but you get the Steam controller wireless adapter that's already built in. You get small form factor 6-inch cube roughly, and it comes with Steam OS 3. That's what this stuff gets you. That's what $1,049 gets you. Now, one thing it doesn't come with, it's a damn controller. You know, that $99 Steam controller. I have one, but my goodness, this really sucks, man. It really sucks, y'all. That is that expensive. It's absolutely insane. This thing doesn't even come with a controller, folks. That's the wild part about all of this. But it's okay. They got some for you though. If you want one with a controller, that jammy is gonna cost you a good old $1,128. Damn. That's rough. That is so rough. But anyways, select the model you're interested in. Eligible customers can sign up for up to 4 models. So you can only get, I guess you can get 4 at a time. That's kind of confusing to me. Kind of confusing, but we're gonna keep going. Let's just keep going through. For the low price of $1,349, you get everything that we just spoke about. No controller though, but you get additional storage at 2 terabytes. And you get extra face plates, red fabric, and solid walnut. Wow! Over the low price of $1349. We're gonna keep on going. 2 terabyte with controller, $1,428. This thing is DOA. I don't know, man. Like, there's going to be a subset of people out there. They're gonna buy it no matter what. And for those folks, congratulations, more power to you. I was really interested in getting one myself. I was like, you know what? I don't mind going, pull up the good old credit card, give me a month and a half to pay it off and it's done. But no, this is way outside. And the worst thing about all of this is that it doesn't even perform like a machine that would cost you $1,400. A machine that would cost you, if you were to go and get this stuff yourself for $1,049, it doesn't perform like a computer that you would get on your own. You put it together yourself, it wouldn't even perform as good. Granted, you do get the convenience of this ecosystem with Valve, with SteamOS. You get the simplicity. You do get that, so that's where the cost is coming from in some regard. But I don't know, this is pretty rough to me. You talk about all these features, all this stuff. What's that? There's some other things I want to talk about here. I have it all written down too, so I won't forget about it. We talked about the price. Now we gotta talk about this reservation system. Let me see if I can go down to the reservation system. Here we go. So with the reservation system, they've actually decided to go with a randomized reservation order system. So to my understanding, how this would work is that even if you pre-order on minute 1, minute 0 for some folks, if you're lucky, minute -1, somehow that door be opening a little bit earlier than people will be anticipating. But my goodness, even if you're number 1, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be in the first batch of people who get the Steam machine. You might end up being in the second batch or the third batch or the 69th batch. All this kind of depends. And they essentially say this: we understand customer interest when we recently released the Steam controller. We wanted to create a system that would be less frustrating and more fair for everyone. So for those of you who don't remember, this is just a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago or two, the Steam controller came out, and that was an absolute train wreck of a release. Yes, I remember 10 a.m. about a month or two ago, 10 a.m. the Steam controller dropped, and you were just constantly hitting that F5, clicking this add. You're trying to do everything to get this thing to complete. And if you're lucky, it went through. If you weren't, tough, and it sucks, because now they're talking about that jammy. It might be till 2027 till you might get a Steam controller. Golly. But I think at least with the changes they made the second go around, it definitely kind of helped when it came to scalpers. I believe that 100%. I'm actually gonna try to check on prices on that currently and see where it's at. So give me a second while we look that up, because everything we do is live. Hopefully everything we do is live and fast, but we will see. Steam controller 2. This is how they have it categorized here. Looks like people are still trying to sell it for $200, $280, $222. Am I logged in here? You are not logged in. So yeah, I'll just show y'all real quick. So you can see, like, currently we're seeing 268, 200, 199, 180, 222. These are all just, you know, open box. So folks out here selling used controllers now, or open box. Yeah, sure. Let me see. Let's take a look at completed sales, if I can. Complete listings, please. Completed and sold. Completed and sold, please. So let's see, for the Steam controller, someone won it for 260, 240. It's June 22nd. It's today. What are y'all doing, man? What are you doing? So people are still cashing out for a Steam controller. 260, 240. This is all today. $220, $229 on the 12th, $229. So yeah, people are still like, you know what? I can't wait that long. You just can't wait. K Dance in the building. What's going on? Welcome into the stream. Hope you're having a great day. But you see this junk, like, people are still like, hey, I'll spend $300 for that. And so the scalping will continue as long as we continue to, you know, and I get it. If you got it, you don't mind it, it's not gonna hurt you, more power to you. But just understand, when you do that, it just encourages the scalping to continue. You know what I'm saying? It just encourages it. So sad, but that's where we are. I don't even know if my stream's working on these platforms anymore. I don't even know. Yeah, I'm having at a point of giving a crap right now. So we're gonna keep on rocking and rolling. I would say a launch that starts at a specific day and time. tends to reward bots, people with fast internet connections, talented gaming fingers for quick F5 refresh reactions. That was me. I was like, F5 please, F5 please, and I got lucky with the Steam controller. Steam machine, we're not gonna try because we're not going to buy the Steam machine. It's too much. Damn, where's all my stuff? It's been so long. It's been so long, I don't know where any of my stuff is anymore. So we just gotta get used to it as we normally are. Anywho, and those who can schedule their work life around that moment by accepting reservation signups over the course of a few days without any incentive to be first, we're hoping to take some of that friction away. The longer time frame allows us to do some extra validation on the signups to make sure they are real accounts, only one per household. So requirements, as y'all know, you have to be in good standing with your Steam account, so you can't be out here cheating and frauding and, you know, doing all this hacking. You can't be doing all that. Your account's in bad standing, you won't be eligible. You have to have made a purchase prior to April 27, 2026, so you can make an account today. Tough. It ain't happening. It's not happening. And it's limited one sign up per household. We will use payment methods, shipping addresses, and other information to eliminate multiple entries. So if your name is John Doe, you put your address in there because obviously it needs to go to your house. You would like for it to go to your house. Your payment information. I mean, if you got it like that, you can switch it up however you want, but they're gonna put two and two together. You're gonna mess around, end up with just the one that you initially ordered, or if they're really like petty, they might just remove all of it and it's like, hey, we told you one per household, you tried to act funny, we gonna get you for that, so now you get 0. We don't know if they're gonna do that though. I don't think that would just completely get rid of it completely from you, but we have no idea how they're gonna be doing this stuff. We have no clue at all. Anywho, man, let's see, what if I don't sign up before June 25th at 10 a.m. After the one-time randomization, anyone who signs up will be added to the back of the wait list. Back in the line you go. Let's see here. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it rolling. These are all separate by region. We're not going to answer every single question. Not going to do it. Let's see. Can I change it? You cannot change the Steam machine model you signed up for. Canceling it will basically put you in the back of the line. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Is this the Valve console we think? It's a PC gaming, blah, blah, blah. It's an extension of PC gaming. It is not a console. So essentially, this one for me is like, they were essentially like, if you can't get one, tough. The good news is you can just essentially get SteamOS yourself, install it on some DIY setup, and hope that it works. So it says, thanks. So the question is, if I don't get a Steam machine right away, is there anything else I can do? They're like, thanks for the openness. There are lots of options for devices that will allow you to run games natively or streamed to your TV. There are many PC sites and communities out there that can help you for that. For our part, we are continuing to work towards enabling SteamOS to be used on more hardware than just ours. In fact, the newly released SteamOS 3.8, you can run the same code and operating system as Steam Machine on your own living room PC using whatever PC parts you want. Learn more here with their link. Right now, only AMD GPUs are supported, but we're working on expanding support for the future. So this is where buying AMD GPUs is very beneficial. But my goodness, what has happened to the thing I love? Oh man, it says there's a viewer. I have no idea if this shit's working or not, so is what it is there, man. Shout outs to y'all. Man, so reactions obviously have been pretty negative. I didn't pull up that, but folks are like, hell no, we're not spending $1,049 on the Steam machine. And like, I understand it. A lot of folks were saying that it's very possible that this could have been around the 700, 800, 850 range had not the AI and the corporations and the companies banded together to essentially restrict the the supply of RAM and the availability of it and the cost of it. They're artificially raising it up for artificial intelligence. Now it's, how do you feel now? My God, like, my goodness. Oh man. All right, so what else is on my mind, bro? Like, this sucks. People weren't feeling good. And here's the other thing too. When it comes to the Steam machine, not only is it $1,049, it doesn't really even like outperform if you were to just get the stuff yourself. You put it together, you get your parts, you put it in your little case. You could potentially outperform the Steam machine easily. And shout outs to Gamers Nexus for that 1 hour review they put out. They essentially broke this thing down from beginning to end. This is what you're gonna expect, and this is a great screenshot of what I've not discovered, but Gamers Nexus video. This gives you an idea. This is the Steam machine GPU relative performance comparison compared to everything else, the mid-range GPUs or whatnot. This gives you an idea. So for example, Black Myth Wukong for 1080p, any generation, it is behind the Arc B750 by 10%. If it's closest to any GPU, it's the 3060 12 gig. And if it's ahead of anything, it's a B580 and the RX 7600. Not by much, but it is there. Cyberpunk 2077, it is behind the 3060 12 gig at 4.1%, but it beats the 5050 at 17%. I would hope so. The 5050 is as basic as it gets. When it comes to a GPU, I would hope this Steam machine with this AMD stuff in there would outperform a 5050. But there are some cases where the 5050, did I see that somewhere? Yeah, look, so here's another one. Well, ray tracing, you might as well forget about it. Ray tracing when it comes to Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, it is as close as a 3050. My God. That's rough. So it's not even doing that well when it comes to performance when you're comparing it to other GPUs in the mid-range. Like, there's other things that you can get that can outperform it pretty easily. And then he also breaks it down. Like, if you were to put it all together yourself, this is what you expect. You can see maybe roughly $70 savings. Granted, you can use that $70 savings to buy a controller for your system, right? And put SteamOS on it if you want. So the big issue when it comes to the Steam machine is that it's power limited. They only have a 300 watt power supply in there. And so you can't really do much in terms of overclocking, in terms of really maximizing performance out of the chip for your gaming. But I mean, obviously the Steam machine can do more than just game. And I think that's what they're trying to sell you here. The fact that you can just do more than just game on Steam. And obviously we know because it is running off of like Proton, SteamOS, there's some games that just won't work on there. So Fortnite's not working on there. I don't believe Call of Duty or any of those online games with anti-cheat. A lot of those games, there are some that do, but there are many that do not. So keep that in mind. If you're someone who wants to do that, Steam machine may not be for you. It is not for those folks who like to play Apex Legends. It is not for the folks who wants to play Fortnite. The Steam machine will just not work unless you install Windows on it, which even that's a stretch if it doesn't have the proper security measures to activate it, whatnot. But I'm not going to speak on that because I don't know anything about it. What else is on your boy's mind, man? That's basically it. That's all I had on my mind. So where are we at on time? We're at 28 minutes. And we have... Did I set the timer? No, you didn't, did you? God bless you. You didn't set the timer on there. I was like, man, we're going to keep this thing to an hour and go from there. And yeah, definitely that's a good decision. Mainly because all the other streaming platforms are acting funky now. Like 1920 by 1080 is a resolution I've been streaming at for the longest time, and now all of a sudden things don't want to work today. I'm like, okay, totally fine by me. We'll get it fixed later on. I can't worry about it right now. So yep, there you go. Is your boy gonna get a Steam machine? Hell nah. I was thinking about it well before they announced the reservations and prices for it. I was hoping it was going to be around the $600 to $700 range, and even that was a stretch for your boy, because we ain't that like fortunate around here. We're not, but we can plan ahead, we can save up, do what we got to do to make things possible. But yo, like that's a lot, man. That is a lot of money. You ain't gonna catch me buying that thing on day one. It's not gonna happen. So it's unfortunate. Here's what it is there. Anywho, now we're just chatting, just having a conversation, just talking about stuff. What has your boy been doing? Your boy's just been working. Boy's just been chilling, hanging out with family. We just recently cleaned up the garage, so that thing is looking much better. We're able to get a car in there now comfortably without a problem. So that was awesome. It took us a couple days, and we got a lot of cardboard out of there. We just got a lot of things that we just weren't gonna use and just donated it, just sent it on its merry way. That was all good and dandy. Your boy just went back into the gym today. Yeah, so we're making small little adjustments just to be a better individual, be better the next day than you were the day of, or be a better man today than you were yesterday. I think that's the term. Someone correct me if I'm wrong there. Just be a better person today than you were yesterday. And one of the things I did today is I just went to the gym, went there for an hour. I just went for a walk. I set the incline to like 5, and I walked on like 2.5 or 3, I forget, but we burned over 500 calories there. I have the numbers. I take pictures of this stuff so I can keep track of it, which I'm going to be doing a lot more of. We're going to keep track of weight. We're going to keep track of activity. I'm going to be a little bit more mindful when it comes to just diet. And like, I'm not going to just eat a whole bunch of random well, I'm not going to go and like shock the system by just eating a whole bunch of stuff I don't like. Still gonna eat stuff I want to eat, just in moderation, and just be careful. But we got to be active too. That was one thing I just didn't do. I just wasn't going to the gym. I have a gym membership. Gotta take my big ass to the gym and go ahead and get the job done, man. So for an hour of doing this walk on an incline at a reasonable clip, we went 2 miles, 2.38 miles, and we burned 549 calories. So we're gonna keep track of that. I have I'm gonna just put it in my notes, maybe build some kind of journal just so I can keep track of what I've been doing. We'll talk about the plank. So a couple months ago I was doing like a plank challenge, and it's not like, you know, any like super popular challenges that I know about. I just wanted to plank for a minute straight and just keep that position, hold it, and don't like let go for a minute and see how that is. And at first I was only able to hold it for 15 seconds. Then every day that we were doing this, it got easier. I was able to hold the plank for longer, and we did get to that goal of holding the plank for a minute. And there were sometimes we were doing it over a minute. There were days that I either forgot to do it, or there was something going on and I just forgot to do it. But at the end of the day, it's just like, man, I was actually pretty proud of myself to be able to do that. Now, the other unfortunate part is that I just completely stopped doing planks. So we're not doing any of that, but we'll probably get back into it again in the future, just because we want to just get back to where we were. And yeah, we are, I would say, let's see, we have to start small. And where I'm currently at, like, I want to be 20 down from where I'm currently at right now. That's the goal. Now, when should I be? Because we don't want to rush this. We don't want to shock yourself so much that it demotivates you from doing what you want to do. That's the thing. That's one thing that I've always learned, is that you don't want to go so aggressive that you end up getting hurt, or you end up getting sick, or you just demotivate yourself. Like, I don't want to do this shit no more. That's not the case. I'm just started slow. And that was what we did today. We just went to the gym, we walked for an hour, that was it. I came home after that. And it was good. We didn't stop, we didn't take any breaks, we just kept going on that incline, and we're going to continue to do that. I don't know if I want to do it every day or every other day, but today was a good start. Just the mere fact that we just went back to the gym, and you know, we got back on that treadmill and we just started going. That was great. So we'll eventually start adding more exercises. We'll probably do some weight training after cardio. I'm not sure if I'm going to cut the cardio from an hour to 30 minutes and then take the other 30 minutes to go and just focus on certain body parts. I haven't made that decision yet, but I just wanted to just start. I think that was a big deal for me. Just starting was a big deal. So with that, in completing the 30-day plank challenge, what I want to do now is I want to focus on push-ups. I want to do like a 30-day push-up challenge, and I want to do it to where I do 30 push-ups. Now, I already know based off of my capability that I can probably get like maybe 10 to 12 push-ups without fail, and you will stretch it out throughout the entire day until we hit 30. And then the idea is once we get closer to the 30-day, we're able to just do push-ups, 30 push-ups without stopping, without taking any breaks throughout the day. I think that's something we can do. So that's something that we're going to focus on. This have to set goals for myself, so I know what to do, when to do it, and what set the end goal, and go from there. So other than that, if you want, feel free to let me know what you're playing out there when it comes to video games. Currently I am playing the TCG card simulator. What's it called again? I actually wrote it down because it's like the words just so jumbled up. So we're playing TCG Shop Simulator. It's like $13 on Steam. And my brother from another mother, he actually had this in his library, and we have a family account. So he plays the games in my library, I could play the games in his, and he has the TCG card simulator in there, shop simulator, whatever the hell you call it. God dang it. But yeah, it's good. Currently we are at level 37. I think we're hitting day 50. I don't know what happens if you don't make money, but I think we're doing pretty good. We have we have 4 employees in there, and yeah, I got most of them working on restocking. I have hired the one that's really fast at checking out. He's doing wonders. I have one that's really fast at restocking. He's doing pretty good. I actually feel like I need to hire another person that's really good at restocking, so that's gonna be my main focus. But we also unlocked shop B, so you have the main floor where you have all your products. I mean, you can put products in the other side, but that's essentially your back room, but it's also an entryway that people can go through if they want to, but you can just flip the sign saying, hey, no, you don't come through here, go through the main entrance, which is cool. There's little small things that I like about the game. So for example, you have registers out. You can open and close your registers. They don't have to be open the entire time. So you have one of your primary cashiers is mainly doing what they gotta do, and then you notice it gets busy, you can open up the second register, and vice versa, stuff like that. You can open up trade on both, one or none. Like, you don't feel like trading with folks, you don't have to when it comes to trading cards. It's a funny situation. It's like some folks, they come in kind of smelly, they stink. Now I don't know if you've ever gone to like a video game convention or any convention at all, but I don't know what it is. Some folks, they don't know what deodorant is. I have no idea why people think they can just not put deodorant on and not be judged by their neighbor when they have to stand next to them in a line. And it's like, oh, like, my bruh, like, why do you smell like this? This is absolutely poop. Like, what the bruh? Deodorant, please, and thank you. I don't get it. I truly don't understand that. You're in public and you're out there and you're gonna be there for like 10-12 hours, so you're already smelling and the store's not even open. It's gonna be far worse when you start moving for an hour or two, especially in the desert. Like, what are you thinking? Oh, y'all be wilding out, man. Put some goddamn deodorant on, please. Thank you. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. All right, let's see. I don't know how we got to that point. But anyways, there's other games I do want to play. One being Dragon Age Origins. Now I know that's an older game, but and not only is it an older game, it's a game that apparently doesn't run well on Windows. Like this crashes all the time, from what I understand. Like you can look at the reviews on Steam and you'll see that people are complaining that the game crashes. Yeah, it does. But there are, from what I understand, there's also modifications or mods that you can put in the game to fix that. And that was always my understanding, is that you can just mod it to fix that shit. So you don't have to worry about all that. And if you did your due diligence and knew that before you placed your money on it, we wouldn't be having this conversation about, it crashes all the time. Well, we know it crashes all the time. There's mods to fix it. And luckily right now, during the summer sale, Dragon Age Origins is $3. Now on GOG it's like $6, $7. So I'm like, I like the idea of getting it from GOG, but I'm like, it's $3, man. We ain't rich. We are not rich around here, so you know what I'm saying? We gotta get the deals every time we can. It was like $3, I'm going for it. Let's go. What else, man? I'm probably gonna end up starting another Pokemon game, which probably gonna be Pokemon Legends Arceus. I don't know how you pronounce it. But we probably need to work on finishing Fire Red. Now we have all the badges in Fire Red, and now we just got to get to the Pokemon League and just finish it there. We already went to the optional islands in Fire Red. We have all of the legendary Pokemon. So we have Moltres, Volt, whatever you call those other birds, Articuno, and I'm already butchering this shit. You know me. This, I don't have the stuff right in front of me. But yeah, we probably should finish Pokemon Fire Red first before we start another Pokemon game. Speaking of Pokemon, we started to get into Pokemon trading cards. And I know, man, that's, whoo! Oh my goodness, the card game, the Pokemon card game is something else. Collecting cards and just getting cards in general. Wow, I did not know it was like that. Like, you have these Pokemon kiosks, and there's one down the street where I'm at, and every time I go, I hit that button, sold out. Everything sold out. So what I understand is those vending machines, people, they fill up the product, and then it runs on a like specific timer, and it like randomly unlocks and restocks and stuff like that. I have no idea when that is, and I don't really care. Like, it's not that serious, but folks are going crazy for Pokemon cards. I knew it was big, but I was like, damn. So what we ended up doing was I went to the game store and I just went and sat down, because they had these just piles of Pokemon cards that are worthless. They have no value to them. And for me, I'm going for it for the collecting part of it. I'm not there to scalp or to sell the cards for $10 more than what they were when you just bought them. Like, it's just a waste of time for me. And then people want to go out of their way to do all that, more power to you. But like, it really sucks, especially for folks who actually want to just enjoy the hobby of just collecting the cards. Maybe they want to play the game, and I'm actually interested. I downloaded the TGC Live whatever and learned how to play the Pokemon trading card game, and it is interesting. I'm actually like, oh, okay, that's understandable. I get that. So it's just, at that point, it's just building your deck and making sure you optimize it to make it like work out the best way that you can. But yeah, man, we just picked up order, what's it called? Damn it, Perfect Order. We got the ETB for Perfect Order, and we picked that one specifically because the value on that is not as high as everything else. So understand, like, the pull rates on those is not as good, or the value of the most expensive cards you can pull from those ETBs, specifically Perfect Order, is not as high. So the value of those is dropped like a stone. So if you're getting an ETB, the Pokemon Center sells them for like $65, $69. But like TCG Player was selling it for like $70. So like the Pokemon Center didn't have any, they were sold out. Shame on GameStop, bro. Shame on GameStop. So apparently they get Pokemon. Like, they get a lot of Pokemon. That they get new Pokemon all the time, but they sell them at scalper prices. I'm like, GameStop? Really? I'm like, damn, what happened to the GameStop I used to work for? What happened to the GameStop that I knew and loved? Y'all going that dirty for some profit? Damn, y'all down that bad? Whoo wee. I couldn't believe it. I was looking at some of the prices at GameStop for Pokemon cards. I'm like, you got to be jiving. You got to be on some, like, whatever it is you are on, please give me some. Whatever it is, please, I need it too, because y'all out here tripping. You thinking I'm walking into a GameStop store to get an ETB way above? I literally got the same thing on TCG Player cheaper than at GameStop, a authorized reseller. That's crazy to me. That shit is wild, bro. Just absolutely, that's diabolical, bro. Shame on you, GameStop. Shame on you. Now remember, I don't shop there all the time. It's literally the last place I think about when it comes to buying video games, which is crazy to say. When you think about video games and you're like, I want to buy a video game, it should be the first thing you think about. But even when you go on their website, that's not even the first thing you see. You see Pokemon cards, trading cards, One Piece. You see like plushies. You see all this other shit that have nothing to do with video games on the website, on their app. I'll pull the app up right now just to let you know. Like, hitting GameStop, the first thing is about some trading card or grading bullshit. So I'm opening up GameStop right now. The first thing you see, Power Up Pro savings. Ooh, and then the next thing, buy, sell your graded cards at GameStop. The next thing, get your cards graded with PSA. The next thing, I'm going down the list. You're gonna need a bigger cart. About some BS with a generic controller, but then below there is most popular trading cards. Then below that, it's trading sports trading cards. Next, buy and sell traded cards. Going down the list, the main page of GameStop's app, GameStop. Up your shelfie game with must-have collectibles. Toys and games, not just for kids. Fan favorite apparel. Then the video games, now the video games show up. That's GameStop, bro. What are you doing, man? That's crazy. Now I get it though. Like, I understand that the profit margins when you buy a game from GameStop, a new one, it's literally like nothing. It's like $2. You know how Xbox is like, we only make 3% profit margin on everything we sell when it comes to the games on Xbox. 3%. GameStop's lower than that. It's like $2, bro. Because they have to order it, then it has to get shipped. It is stored somewhere before it's shipped, and then it gets sent over to GameStop. And then when they sell it, that's why they be putting those GPGs on your receipts, because that's where the profit is. It's not in the game that they're selling you, at least not the new ones. It's in the GPGs and the PRPs and the warranties and all kinds of shit that they be throwing on that receipt. You better be paying attention. Not all stores do this, by the way. A lot of stores, they do the right thing. They ask you, would you like a warranty, before they just throw it on your receipt. Some just don't give a fuck and they're gonna try to slip it in there without you noticing. And then you're like, what's this? It's like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. It's part of no. Yeah, they know what they're doing. And the sad thing is, that's coming from the top. The boss's boss said, do that. And hopefully they don't catch it before it's too late. Allegedly, I have to say it. And that's not the shit I was doing when I used to work there. I can tell you that. Crazy stuff. Oh man. So what else can we talk about, man? What else can we have a conversation about? I don't know if I can do any reaction stuff because I don't know if it's gonna get flagged on YouTube. We could try it. Oh, we can talk about a certain individual out there by the name of Dark Side Phil. I don't know if you know who Dark Side Phil is. DSP. He is a OG. He's the Unk of YouTube. Not even the Unk. He's the OG of YouTube. This dude is an individual who's been streaming on YouTube and now Kick for the last couple of years. YouTube for about 15, 17 years, but on Kick for about 2 or 3. And what I'm about to tell y'all, bro, it's gonna make you question why this individual does not do what they should do, or why they don't do it, to just debunk all of the allegations out there. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about when it comes to Dark Side Phil. For those of you who know, which by the way, had one of the lowest supported streams today. My God, wow, lowest supported stream of the year. It seems like it keeps getting worse every week. It's the worst stream of the year every week with this individual, by the way. Couldn't happen to the worst, couldn't happen to a better person, right? 1 second. Couldn't happen to a better person. So he was playing Resident Evil Code Veronica X, and you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, folks. Give me a second to set this up. We're gonna do it. We are doing this. We're gonna take a risk, and we're gonna go ahead and just do the damn thing. Let me see if I can find it, because I saw it earlier. This shit was great. Oh yes, so DSP stops playing Resident Evil Code Veronica because it was the worst supported stream all year. So I'm getting it set up right now.
Next card. It's a weird looking card.
It is a weird looking card, isn't it? So shout outs to Duty Streams for putting this out, and to Raw Phil, because he puts the chats in so you can see what his chat's doing. The bottom one is going to be for the kick chat. The one on the left or the right is going to be on the YouTube side of chat. We're going to be talking about a bunch of this. Let's see how 50% sounds.
What the heck is this? Quito? Quit-o. I didn't think this through. All right, let's continue.
Rack cat? A raccoon?
All right, let's get past this stuff. Move on.
The bathroom, but what I'll do... Oh, Bardic, thank you for 100 kicks. I appreciate that. I don't know why support is so slow today. I do hope it picks up. It's disappointing. Because after yesterday with the problem with the chat, and then Mina, the hollower not working, I was hoping to rally. We've had great streams of Resident Evil before, but I don't know what's going on. It would be great to get some support. I was hoping maybe we'd even rally and open some packs on the morning show, but we got made $11.
All right, so right there, right from the jump, we're an hour and 50 minutes into the stream, and our one of the greatest streamers on the planet, Darkside Phil, is complaining that he's made $11 in the span of 2 hours. Like, honestly, sir, like, you should be grateful that you got $11. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. Like, the fact that he even brings this stuff up, you see his leaderboard, you see all this stuff, and he complains. That's all he does. That's what he has a superpower in, is complaining about not having enough money so he can go rip more Pokemon cards. Let's go.
But let me get the console hooked up first. Think about this. I gotta swap her out. Give me 1 second.
Let's keep it. It didn't sound like he had everything set up yet. It's like, do you not prepare before you do things? And here's the thing, a lot of times he doesn't start on time. He'll start a stream like at a certain time, and then it's just a slideshow for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour. You don't see this man for that like first hour he starts his stream. And like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, I have to commend him for that. You have the best community in the world. You do. There's no way I could get away with like starting a stream for an hour and not get grilled for it. It's probably not gonna be my chat, but someone on Twitter is gonna be like, "Oh my God, someone's live and had a pre stream for an hour and didn't go live." It's like, I'm gonna go watch somebody else. It's like, you have community that's gonna sit there and watch these weird slideshows of Darkside Phil way before he gets on camera and goes live. I have to respect it, man. That's ultimate dit right there. That's straight dit miss right there. Straight up. Let's go.
Well, I'm happy that the chat is working. Sucks that we have to have it in follower only mode. If you are someone who joined and was watching this morning and you're like, oh man, I wanted to talk and I can't talk in the YouTube chat, I'm sorry. This is a new thing that just started happening yesterday with YouTube, where people can freeze the chat and then no one can talk. Terrible. And what kind of a dumb...
I'm not exactly sure what he's referring to when it comes to that. I'm not sure what he means when he says it freezes. But when he puts on follower mode, pay attention to the right side of your screen. Pay attention to that chat and pay attention to how fast it's moving. Keep that in mind. Also mentioned, he has 256 people watching his stream right now. That, to my understanding, is all YouTube. The Kick side doesn't report the Kick side numbers to this number, but it's usually ranging between 60 to 100 over there, just so you have a good idea on what it looks like.
Dumb coding bug is that some idiot has this giant loophole in YouTube chat. It's ridiculously stupid. So apologies if you are a newcomer and you can't chat, and if you want to talk and to fix stuff, then creator and streamer.
But it's gonna keep moving.
I'm gonna run and use.
He's gonna use the bathroom.
Please support the stream, and if you can support it,
give him money.
All right.
Don't forget to give him money.
All right. Well, hello everyone. Well, Veronica, I barely remember. And if you remember, from that helicopter, ended up at a safe, we'll thoroughly. And
we're just gonna get to the, oh my god, I don't have enough money. Where's my money, guys? Like, we're gonna get to those parts. That's what we're here to do. I'm not here to watch all this other stuff. I'm not here for all that.
Back up, bust and chill. Please support it if you can.
There we go.
Anything appreciated. Right now, sadly, really low support on the stream, which means sadly there will not be any pack openings or any kind of stuff during the stream. I really would
remember. So let me give you some context on that and with the Pokemon stuff. So if you give him $50, I don't know if this stuff has changed. It's very possible things have changed recently because he's probably going to get more expensive Pokemon like booster card packs, and he might raise the floor before you start opening packs because, you know, $50 is not enough. So give you some lore, give him $50, he'll open a pack. If the community can rally together and get you to $100, that's opening a pack. And then $50 after that, every $50 after that is another card pack opening. So there have been days where he was opening 5 packs, 8 packs, 10 packs. This dude was making good money, bruh. He was making some good dough off of those dents, bro, for reals. And here's the thing. Most people, when they open packs, from my understanding, they don't charge to open packs for their audience. I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. You're more than welcome to come in here and let me know if I'm wrong here. But what are we talking about, man? Only Phil charges his audience to open Pokemon packs, and then you get, he's not sending it to you. He's keeping it to himself to collect and put in his closet. That's right next to him that he can't get to because his desk is oversized.
Appreciate it if you can support the game. I like playing it, and people have already asked me would I play more classic Resident Evil. And I said, well, I'd consider it if people actually would, you know, show up and support what I'm doing. So I do need people to support the stream. Please do. And thank you if you do. She said that she's working.
See, there you go. Phil cannot play games that he likes, because anytime he plays a game that he likes, it's a problem. And because apparently his audience doesn't like the games that he likes, so they don't give him money. And then he's like essentially guilt tripping his audience every hour on the hour. He'll go like he'll stop his recording and essentially scour his audience saying, hey, I need more money, guys. I can't stream on $17. You know, there's a lot of folks who stream on $0. And you know, they don't complain about it. I don't complain about it. You don't see me asking my audience to give me money. I mean, granted, because I'm not eligible to get money, but still, even if I was eligible to get money, I wouldn't ask him for it because that's not what I do. I'm just here to chill, have good conversation, just kind of chat things up. And if things come up, they do, cool. Awesome. That's called icing on the cake. Greatly appreciated, right? But this dude, he demands your money. He demands it. And if he doesn't get it, he crashes out. Let's continue.
Later today, but I can't remember. So I don't know when she's going to be home for break. Later, we're going to do DSP Tries It. Code Veronica. Bro. But guys, please support the stream. Right now, this is the least supported stream I've had all year.
All year?
We have no subs.
Again?
Only 100 kicks. Like one super chat.
It just seems like it happens every week. It's the lowest supported stream ever.
Literally anything appreciated. Please support the stream. When I come back, I'd like to do some shout outs. And then we'll go from there. But in the meantime, I'll play you some music. And I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay. See you in a few, guys. Sorry, I got to use the bathroom.
Again.
Made $17. That's atrocious. We had a good 11 this morning. I made $17. That's atrocious. We had a good morning show with great attendance talking about the Steam Machine. I played this game for an hour. You guys all say you like it and you want more classic Resident Evil. And I made $17. Yeah, that's not cool. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Please support the stream.
Oh,
please support what you like.
yes.
If you like Resident Evil, support Resident Evil.
Yes.
People said they wanted this. They wanted me to replay it.
I don't know
because
why
they
this
wanted to see
feels so good.
How I would compare this with the remake next year. It's weird because I swear sometimes we play this and we get tons of support, and then other streams are dead. Like last stream we played this was great. The stream before was slow. It's like back and forth. I don't get it. I really don't. So I like the game. I like classic Resident Evil. I want to keep playing it, but I need people to actually support the game. Okay? We are sadly yesterday had a first stream that should have done way better than it did, and the chat didn't work. I couldn't fix that. Sorry. That's some new exploit. We got that fixed. Last night, I gave Mina the Hollower an honest shot. Don't really like it. Sorry about
He waste quit that, by the way.
that. All right, but today we're playing a game that people have liked. So I need people to support the stream.
So yeah, we're 3 hours in. He's only made $17. Like, bruh, he is down bad. Ho ho. Like, but see, that's like the theme of his content. Like, he'll play some games, he'll talk about some stuff, but you best give him money, because if you don't, he's scolding his audience about it. And I swear to you, I swear, there's no other streamer that I've seen on any platform, whether it be Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Beam. I have not seen in a long time anybody being like, I need money. I need you to support the stream. $17 in 3 hours is atrocious, guys. I can't stream on $17. I can't do it. No other streamer on the planet. Now, that's not to say that there aren't streamers that are like this out there. There are, I'm sure, folks out there that are like this. But I've not seen this amount of begging in one stream, let alone it's enough to make your head blow. And it's like, bro, chill the fuck out. $17, you should be so lucky, my Nick. Sorry. You should be lucky you got $17. That's all I got to say about that. Let's keep going.
I understand that this is not a stream that's about Pokemon or cards, okay? Not every stream will be. That's why I'm not bringing it up. If you haven't noticed, I'm not bringing it up constantly. I'm not saying, oh, for a contribution, you can open a pack. Yeah, that's all part of it, but I'm not gonna harp on it all day. All right? I don't want this to all be about that. All right? I don't want to do content all around that. I want to do variety content like I always have. So please support today's stream. We have 2 hours left of gameplay. Well, roughly. Probably about 1:45 of gameplay, and then whenever the food shows up. And I am having a good time, for the record. I like the game. But I can't do $17 streams. I just want to make this abundantly clear. I can't stream games for 17 bucks. Okay? So if people support the game, great. If not, we're probably going to rush through it and finish it fast, or just not finish it and then do something else that people actually want. Because when I do a stream for 17 bucks, it means no one wants it. Okay? It's that simple. Like, just being transparent with you, that's the case. And it sucks because I like it, but I guess maybe I shouldn't have done it. Maybe people really didn't want it. I don't know.
So, Phil, I have a question for you, sir. Like, do you really think that it's the game? Sometimes it can be the game, sure. But sometimes it could just be that people aren't vibing with it right now. There's people that don't fuck with me. They don't care about anything I have to say. They come in here, they make fun, whatever. It is what it is. But like, at sometimes you just have to look in the mirror and like, you know what? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm not entertaining enough. Maybe I'm not doing the things that would give people a reason to give me money. You see what I'm saying? Like, you went and used the bathroom multiple times. You come to your streams late. You scold your audience about not giving you money. And then you sit there and you wonder why they're not giving you money. Gee, I have no idea why they're not supporting. It's just crazy to me.
Okay, let's continue.
Look at this silence. Look at this.
Let's continue.
It says let's continue. Let's see how long. Look.
This is all.
How long was that? Bruh, how long was that? Just silent. Dude's not saying a damn thing. Let's start it. Look.
Maybe people really didn't want it. I don't know. Okay, let's continue.
So, okay, 7:37.
Is this?
So he doesn't start talking again, and this was clipped, so there could have been more space that we don't know about, but it was like 7:37 to 8:14. That's well, oh my, it's like 40 seconds of just saying nothing. Awkward silence. Not even awkward silence, it's just silence. Usually that's the kind of stuff that draws people away, bro. I don't know, man, but literally you went 40 seconds without saying anything. And there are some parts where, yeah, maybe you shouldn't say anything, but when it's deafening like that, when you could drop a pin and you can hear that shit, oh boy.
Dude, this is awful.
Come on.
Idiot made this.
He's actually getting his shit wrecked by the boss of this game.
Fucking terrible. Ugh. Retarded. And please, let's get some support.
Oh, more money. Give me more money,
stream I've had in
please.
2026. No one has contributed to the stream in 2 hours.
See, look, folks, he demands that money. And it's so bad that he even knows when the last time he got support. The last 2 hours, guys. I did not receive money in the last 2 hours. Unacceptable. I need you guys to rally. I have 255 people watching on YouTube. Where's my money? Where is it? I can't open Pokemon packs when you don't give me money. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy, bro.
I made $7 playing the game so far today. That's not a good sign.
You made $7. Again, grateful you made $7.
Obviously, we're halfway through. I'd like to finish, but if it's a $17 stream by the end, I'm not playing the game anymore. I'm just being honest. Like, I like it. I want to keep going.
Oh, look, another game he might just wage quit because he's not getting enough money for it. He likes the game, but if you don't give him money, he's not going to play it anymore, guys. It's not something that he can't survive off of $17, folks. It's not like he just can go get a job or anything. No. That would be too simple. Now, granted, I know the market's not that easy to go find work right now, especially one that pays well, but it's like he can go do something to solve his problems. But like when he treats his people like that, that's just crazy to me. Because I'm like, I would feel some kind of guilt if I told my audience that, man, you guys aren't giving me money, man. What is your problem? What's happening here? How dare you not give me money? It's been 2 hours. It's been 2 hours since I got no money.
It's funny to see it again the second time because it has aged incredibly poorly, in my opinion. But I don't know what else to tell you guys. I can't be streaming all day long and make less than $20 when there's other things that people would gladly see me stream and they would support. I don't know what
See, look at the guilt trip. The guilt trip. I could be playing something else. I could get me money. This is just not doing it.
With this game, because like I said, some streams have done well and others have done terribly. I don't know. Subs it all on Kick. No memberships on YouTube. Our top super chat is $2, and our top tip is $2. That's why we're at what we're at.
I mean, yeah, it is where you're at because of those. And again, you should be grateful you got that. Instead, you're complaining, oh my God, we only got $2. And top super chats, $2. The top blah, blah, blah is $2. Like, bro. And then you notice, have you been paying attention to that chat over on YouTube? It's slow over there. You have 256 watchers and it's that slow, my dude. Dude, I've literally had a faster chat with 10 people. I've had experiences like that where there's like 10 people in the chat or just watching. I've had more activity in there with just 10 people. But you can't get a moving chat with the 256 people you got there? Well, they're clearly not engaging. So if they're not engaging, they're not supporting.
Can we get some support for the classics? Let's go.
He's like, give me money. Let's go. Right now. He's like, he's talking to like a class. It's like he's acting like some kind of like enforcer. I need money now. Let's go. Let's get some subs. Let's go right now. You saw how he looked at you though? He said, he looked at you. He said, let's go. Look at it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Wendy's today. First time in ages we're Wendy's.
God, he's so funny.
So, guys, we're at $44 of support.
Oh, look, he's at $44. It's 4 hours in. He's made $44. Guess what? You've made more than minimum wage. Congratulations. You're above the federal minimum wage. And again, that's more than you deserve. Let's continue.
Worst stream of the year.
Worst stream of the year. He just said it. He said it was worst stream of the year last week. And the week before that, worst stream of the year. Like, damn, bro. You've had a lot of worst stream of the years right now. There is I forget the name of the website, but there's a website that keeps track of everything this man says. And it will take you back to the like timestamp of which he had said it. You could probably type in worst stream of the year and you're gonna see a lot of results pop up this year. I'm just saying. It's funny, bro. Absolutely funny. Let's go.
Know why? You guys have liked this before and supported it. Can we get our first sub of the day? Can we get, I don't know, a super chat bigger than like, well, I guess we have a $10 super chat, admittedly. And we got, what, $8 tip. Can we get more support for the classics? This is a bad support stream for sure, which sucks. I'm trying to come back from yesterday where we had to slow down because of the bullshit with the trolling and then, you know, Mina the Holler not working. So it would be great to get any
Mina the Holler were not working. No, it wasn't that it wasn't working. It was just, it was too hard, guys. I need something that's easier. He wasn't up for the challenge. He blamed the controller at first. He was playing with the Steam controller, and he was like, "Oh, the controls suck. I can't control Mina." And then he switched to another controller. Oh, it's better now, but now the game's too hard. It's like, like, okay, bro, got it. I honestly, I was like in my mind, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go buy that game, and I want to play it to see how hard it really is. And it's challenging. We're not gonna sit here and say it's the easiest game. It's not, but. Like, dude, come on, man. You can't sit there and tell me that it's that hard, bro. It's not. Come on.
kind of support. All right. Obviously, the idea would be to get to $100 by the end of the stream. So at least we could do like a pack opening or something. But it looks like we're not even gonna get close. I don't get it. Especially now we're playing this and we're in the second half with Chris and everything. I mean, what do we do? Every time I play this, is it gonna be slow?
Wait. So he was, I forget at what point he was talking about. Earlier, we went through this earlier. Well, you know, this is not related to Pokemon or trading cards or anything like that. I want to make it variety. But he's complaining. He's like, I'm hoping to get to $100 so we can open a Pokemon pack. But I guess that's not happening today. But you just said earlier that it wasn't based on that. So why do you care if you get to $100 or not? You see, this guy is just, he's asking for a lot, bro.
Oh, I hope not. But I don't know what's going on right now. We haven't had a stream this slow in ages. You tell me. We had a good time on the morning show and everything, so I'm lost. All right, well, thanks for 100 kicks over there. Empty game box giveaway. I'm going to just go run and pee quickly. I'll be right back, and then we're going to continue on. Like I said, we'll play for like 40, 45 minutes.
Bro, he has to go again.
And then we're doing DSP tries, okay? I'll be right back.
Well, he needs to go get checked out. And here come the fake gifted subs.
And we got a troll, so hold on 1 second, everybody. Let me just take care of this immediately.
Oh, man. He's just going through it tonight.
Okay, so this is a troll. They gave fake subs, or fake memberships, so I just canceled them out. They should stop popping up in a minute. It's just an idiot giving out the fake memberships. For the record, YouTube is claiming that in August, they are going to finally do away with these fake memberships. No one will be able to use a VPN to give out fake memberships for, like, no value. So that's good. That's supposed to be fixed as of, like, mid-August. Okay?
Here's the thing, too. If you want that to stop, maybe what you should do, and this is just my advice to you. I'm not a pro at this. I'm not a pro gamer. I'm not a pro streamer either. Maybe you should stop telling people how to do it. Maybe it might. It probably will continue until August whenever they fix it. But folks, like, when we're talking about YouTube, and shout outs to YouTube, by the way, I'm not going to sit here and knock on YouTube, but it's 2026, and the mobile app when it comes to YouTube chat, it's rough. You can't tag anybody when you chat to people live on the mobile app. You have to go on desktop to do that. Like, this is basic stuff. If they want us to move over from the Twitches and from the Kicks and from these other platforms to stream on YouTube, they got to at least nail the basics, the bare minimum of being able to tag people. Like, you can do it in desktop. I want to be very clear here, but you can do it there. That's like, and if they can't do that, don't bet on them fixing this by August.
Supposedly, that's what they're saying.
Yo, and he finished at $58 before DSP tries it. Hey, another funky stream for DSP. Hey, very unfortunate. Better luck next time, bud. Wish you the best of luck. Now, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. We said we're gonna stream for about an hour and 14 minutes. So we went a little bit over. My bad. Is what it is. But we want to go. I'm gonna listen to Ray Phoenix again, man. That's on fire. But folks, thank you for hanging out and chilling with your boy JD. We're gonna work on getting those other streaming platforms fixed. Twitch failed on me. Kick is kind of funky. I don't know what happened there. Beam and YouTube came through the clutch. Appreciate them for actually, you know, not messing around with settings. Everything worked just fine before. Now it's a problem. I don't understand what's happening with Twitch or Kick, so we'll deal with those later. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with your boy JD. And until next time, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.